been almost 6 years since I did one of these videos. Hello everybody, That Random Guy 67 here, and welcome to another pickups video for January to July of 2019. There's a lot of stuff to get through, so let's just get on with it. First up, one that I got 2 days ago, and I've been playing it a lot, halfway through the story mode. Super Mario Maker 2. Now I didn't know whether I was going to get this one at first because apart from a few added features, it looked pretty much exactly the same as Super Mario Maker 1. And I've got Super Mario Maker 1, as you can see behind me up there, for the Wii U, and I've also got it for the 3DS. So did I really need Super Mario Maker 2? Yes. Yes, I did, because I've been playing this non-stop for the last 2 days, and it's great. I mean, even the story mode isn't much of a story mode. You just collect coins, and the more coins you collect, oh, God damn it. You filled Princess Peach's castle, that's what I was trying to think of. But yeah, it's a good game. Next up, a movie. One of my favourite movies of this year so far. I went to cinema to see it back in January, and that is Dragon Ball Super Broly. As you can tell by my t-shirt, I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. I don't really like to talk about GT, but it doesn't matter. This movie is fucking amazing. Got the Steelbook edition, of course. I've had a bit of a Steelbook craze recently, so I've got a few Steelbooks to show you. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super Broly. The cover. And then inside, you've got the Blu-ray and the DVD, of course. And the animation was great. The story was great. The movie is just great. Like it so much. Next up, we got Dissidia NT Final Fantasy, the special Steelbook edition. It's the Steelbook version. And I didn't really like this game when I had it last year, I think it was. I bought it and then I sold it because I didn't really get on with it that much. But then I thought, they're bringing out more characters. I mean, they've just released Tifa for the game, and there are rumors that Zack is coming out for it too. And I really like Zack. Zack's one of my favorite characters. But this is the Steelbook. You can't really see it that well. Light shit in here. You've got Cloud, believe the Warrior of Light, and Lightning. And then on the back, we've got Furion from number 2. Terra and oh no, that's Furion at the bottom. I think the one up top is Bots, but I can't remember a lot of the original Final Fantasy characters. Inside, of course, it's complete. Didn't come with a book because most games don't these days. And yeah, like I said, I didn't really like it at first, but I've been slowly building myself back into it. Bought the Kingdom Hearts outfits for Cloud and Squall, and yeah, Final Fantasy City NT. Next up, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2, another game which I didn't really like at first when I first bought it, but you know, £10, can't really go wrong with that. And they're bringing out quite a lot of updates for it, a lot of free content, and I hear that the game's a lot better now than it was back when it first came out, because it was fucking awful when it first came out. Not played much of it since I bought it a few weeks ago, but I'm looking to get back into it. It's as complete as games come these days, with all the leaflets and stuff and notebook. There we go. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Next up, a game which I've already played on my PS4 and already played and completed on, well, played and completed on PS4 and played and completed on the Xbox One, and I've played and completed it again on the Switch. Now it's Crash Bandicoot the Insane Trilogy. Now honestly, I didn't need to get this again. The only reason why I bought this again is because I can play it while I'm staying at people's houses. That's it. Crash Bandicoot. Great game, just the portable version. Pretty good. Next up would be a movie that I've been looking for a fucking long time. It's one of my favourite childhood movies of all time, and that is Digimon the movie. I absolutely loved this film when I was a kid, and I still love it now. So much nostalgia for this movie, and for some reason I just couldn't find it anywhere. Then I saw it in a second-hand shop for just £1, and I was like, yes, in the shop. I've been looking at that film for ages. Picked it up, bought it straight away, went home and watched it, and it's just such a great film. I just remember it so much. It's just great. So I haven't been telling you how much of this was I? So the Crash Bandicoot game was 25, I think it was. Obviously Battlefront 2 was tenner. Dissidia NT for the Steelbook was £11 on Amazon, which is great. Dragon Ball Broly I pre-ordered and got brand new, so that was £32, I think it was. And Digimon movie was the pound. Super Mario Maker 2 was brand new, so that was £38 something, I think it was. Next up, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. I had this before, the normal edition, and I sold it just because there was another game coming out and I didn't have the money at the time, and I thought, you know what, this will get me some money towards it, and it's good. And then recently I was looking through my old pictures that I'd done on photo mode, and I thought, oh, I missed this game, I need to play it. And this complete edition, which comes with all the DLC and all the extra stuff, plus a digital art book, I think it was. Digital art book. Yeah, digital art book and Frozen Wilds. And that was just £25, I think it was, which is great, considering it comes with all the stuff. There's complete and all stuff. Code's already been used, so don't even try it. But yeah, really, really, really great game. And next up, another game that I bought recently will be Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Again, this is a game that I absolutely loved playing when I was a kid, and when they announced that a remake was coming out, I just went crazy. I was like, yes, yes, I've been wanting this game for ages. And you know, I'm like Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy on PS4, got it day one. Spyro Reignited Trilogy came out, bought it day one. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, bought it day one. And I'm loving it, of course. Already finished the adventure mode on the easiest setting, of course, but I need to do it on the hardest settings. The online is great, but I fucking suck at it. I can just barely get about 6th place most of the time, but it's still fun and it's great. Obviously, it's complete because I bought it brand new. How much did this cost me? 30 something pound, I think it was, with the brand new prices. Next up, a game for a series that I didn't really even know about until I got my Xbox One again a couple of months ago, and that is Earth Defense Force. I got Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair, and these games are really great. I don't know how I didn't know about these games to start off with. I mean, let's go with a little bit of backstory here. I got my Xbox One a few months ago. Again, this is like my third Xbox One, but it doesn't matter, I ain't selling them anymore. When I got my Xbox One a few months ago, on Games for Gold was Earth Defense Force 2017, and I thought, I've heard of this before, but I've never played it before. And then I downloaded it and played it, and it's right up my street because I'm a massive Godzilla fan. So giant bugs tearing up the city, and even like these Godzilla-like dinosaur things come and destroy the city. You got giant ants, giant spiders, giant lizards, giant robots, spaceships, essentially just destroying all of these cities, and you just have to go around shooting everything in your path until everything's clear. And they're great. This is really, really good, and I'm hoping once I finish this, I can get Earth Defense Force 5 and Earth Defense Force Iron something. Can't remember what it's called. Next up, we have another game which I had before and then sold it, but got it back again because my friend recently got into it and we've been playing it since March, I think it was, and that's Overwatch. This is the Game of the Year edition, but sadly the code was already used, so I didn't get the 10 free loot boxes. But again, me and my friends have been bashing this out for ages. I've not played in the last week or two, I think it was, but I will get back into it. Yeah, Overwatch. I think the reason why I sold this last time is because there wasn't that many modes last time, and now this game is just jam-packed with characters, modes, skins, and all sorts, and it's really, really fun. I think I'm like level 104, level 114 something, I think it was. It could be even be less than that, but it was Overwatch. Next up we have Mortal Kombat 11. This game is great, but I haven't played outside of the story mode really. I did story mode, went through a little bit of the crypt, played one game of online, I think it was, and then I've just stopped playing because there's just other games to play. And I mean, I'll get back to doing towers and stuff, spawns coming out and other characters and that. Shang Tsung's just come out, so I mean, I'll get back into it at some point. But yeah, Mortal Kombat. It's complete because it's brand new, of course. Oh, Overwatch. Earth Defense Force. Earth Defense Force is complete because obviously because I bought it brand new, even though there's nothing in the case but the disc. That was £27 on Amazon, I think it was. Could be less, but it was in the 20s. Overwatch was 25 from CEX, complete with the code that didn't work. And Mortal Kombat obviously is brand new, so sealed and complete. Next up is a PlayStation VR game. I don't play a lot of VR recently. I got Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted, and sort of like my room isn't big enough to do it at the moment, so I need to push my TV back. But there's a lot of shit to sort out, and this one just about works with the space that I've got, and that is Farpoint, because I can just sit down in front of it and use my DualShock 4 because I don't have the aim controller just yet. Complete. Cost £8 from CEX, and surprisingly, this is really good, really innovative, and makes you feel like you're really there. The only problem is I'm fucking agoraphobic, hate spiders, and this has like these spider aliens things flying at the screen at you. You got to try and shoot them. It's absolutely crazy. Next up, a game which I played a lot of, but I haven't played recently, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I've had Red Dead Redemption 1 for a few years now, but I only finished it this year actually, right at the beginning of this year. I started it just before Christmas last year, and then I can't remember what big game came out on just before Christmas or after Christmas that stopped me from playing it. And then my friend, she had been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot, and she kept telling me to finish Red Dead 1 so I could play Red Dead 2. And I belted Red Dead Redemption 1 out in what I think it was a week and a bit I think it was. I just belted through the story mode and played it. And then on that same day I literally ran down the shop and got myself Red Dead Redemption 2 so I could play it. I will get back into this. I really will, because Red Dead Redemption 1 was so fucking good. I can't believe it took me that long to finish it or even play it, because it came out in 2010 and I only finished it in 2019. I mean, I only started playing it for the first time late last year. So I was really late in on Red Dead Redemption, but Red Dead Redemption 1 was such a good game. And what I've played of Red Dead Redemption 2 so far has been so good, but I've just been tied up with other games, I guess, and other things. And yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is really good. It's complete with the DLC, which actually worked even though it was secondhand. And then you've got the game disc and the install disc, because the game's huge. And I've been meaning to play Red Dead Online for a long time, because they've been fixing a lot of stuff, and it's apparently worth playing now. So give it a go. A game that I was super hyped for early this year and completed it in just short of 2 weeks, which is crazy. And to be fair, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but kind of disappointed with how it turned out. And that's Kingdom Hearts 3. Considering how long we waited for this game, so long, like 12 or 13 years maybe even. The game was quite short. There's not a lot of worlds. There's 7 worlds, I think there is. I won't say which worlds, just in case you're thinking of going out and getting the game. But there's like 7 worlds, and it just felt like it was done really quick. I mean, this is without doing side quests and really exploring and stuff. So I'm gonna go back in and do that, because I need to level up a lot more anyway. But I finished this game in just 25 hours. I mean, that could be normal for a Kingdom Hearts game. I've never finished one, because 1 is a bit too hard for me. Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm on 20 hours, maybe 21 hours, and I've just got to the world that never was, which I guess is at the end of the game, but there's still quite a lot to get through. And then this one, 25 hours, it just seemed like it was rushed to get out, because they took so long. I mean, they've been doing this since, I can't even remember when they announced it was out for development. I think it was like the same year that they announced that Final Fantasy VII Remake was in development, which I can't fucking wait for. I've actually already pre-ordered the Soldier First Class Edition that comes with the Cloud with Bike and Steelbook and all that, so I can't fucking wait. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, great game, but just a little disappointed at how short it was and the worlds that they implemented in the game. Go, and it's complete because got it brand new, of course. On to more movies. We've got Kong Skull Island, because at the beginning of last month, March, was it? Might have been March, that's fucking ages ago. June, I went to see the new Godzilla, King of the Monsters, which is fucking amazing. I don't give a shit about what all the critics say, but it's such a good film. So I've been a bit of on a Godzilla monster movie phase, as you can tell, with Defense Force as well, because that came out just at the right time, just as I was finished watching Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then I think maybe a few days, maybe a week afterwards, after Defense Force came out on Gold, so then I was really set in the mood to play those games. And then we've got Kong Skull Island, which I bought not long afterwards, which I've unwrapped it. I've watched it on Sky, but I've unwrapped the Blu-ray, and I still haven't actually watched it on Blu-ray. I need to go through all the special features as well. Yeah, Kong, it's a good movie. It's really good considering not really much of a Kong fan compared to Godzilla, but this one really set the bar high. And then obviously we've got the 2014 remake of Godzilla, not really remake, but reboot of Godzilla after that god-awful 1998 movie, which I still kind of like. It's a little bit nostalgia because I grew up with it, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's not a Godzilla movie. It's not a great Godzilla movie, but it's on the nostalgia levels for me, so I kind of like it more than I should, really. But yeah, this film, considering Godzilla's only in it for like 8 minutes of the movie, if you go on YouTube and type in all Godzilla scenes, I think it comes to like 8 minutes and 14 seconds or something like that. But even so, this is a really, really good movie, a solid reboot. And for an American Godzilla, it's great too. And it's the back of the case, there's no pictures or nothing. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. And Godzilla King of the Monsters just blows this one out of the water. But they're both great movies, and tied up with Kong Skull Island, that's a good movie. And I cannot wait until next year for Kong versus Godzilla. It's going to be fucking insane. So insane. And then the last Godzilla movie I got was Shin Godzilla, this is the Funimation. Did Funimation do this? I think Funimation might have done the dubbing for this, but this comes with like the 2 discs. I think one disc is the English version, and then the original Japanese version. And considering this is a Japanese, well, I like the Japanese Godzillas. I mean, I watch them in dubbed, but if I have to watch them, I watch them in subbed. And I really enjoy the old Godzillas. It's just a shame that over here in the UK, there's not a way to get any of them. I mean, there might be a way to get them on VHS, but DVD, not really found anything on eBay or Amazon, and even Blu-ray is even worse. So yeah, Shin Godzilla is the first like Japanese Godzilla movie that I've actually managed to get my hands on because it's just so recent, 2016. But this is a great film. A little slow at bits, but what Godzilla movie isn't slow and focuses on humans more than Godzilla sometimes? This is still a great movie. Godzilla focuses on humans a lot. Still a great movie. Godzilla King of the Monsters is more Godzilla, focuses on humans. Godzilla focuses on humans, so they improved it a lot. But even the original Godzilla was like more humans than Godzilla, but still great. But you know, Shin Godzilla is a great film. Now on to pile number 2. We have Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. Now, if you have seen, probably not, if you have seen my older pickups videos, you will know I bought from a friend a non-platinum version, but the case was fucked, and the discs weren't proper. There was 1 platinum and 2 non-platinum, and then an odd disc or whatever it was, and I paid £10 for that, which I really shouldn't have. But then I found this in CX for the same amount of money that I paid for that, and it comes with, and it's complete, all the platinum discs, and disc 3, and it even comes with the Final Fantasy VIII demo disc, which is crazy good. And this was just £10 from CEX. Obviously, I went out and bought this again. I got myself a proper copy because I'm so fucking hyped for the remake. I've been playing this again on my PlayStation 1 Classic, and I've been playing it a hell of a lot more on the HD update for the PS4. And just, you know, Final Fantasy VII. You can't go wrong with Final Fantasy VII. Next up, another Final Fantasy game. The only, well, not really the only PS1 Final Fantasy game that I need now, but the main big ones, not like a remake or anything of all sorts. It's Final Fantasy 9. I already got Final Fantasy 8 obviously back there, but Final Fantasy 9 is another one that I absolutely... This was the first Final Fantasy game that I ever played, even though it's my second favourite, but I have fond memories of this playing this as a child. I remember we didn't have the original case, we had just like 2 black cases like sellotaped together to make the 4 case, and then the 4 discs were in there. But yeah, this one is also complete from CEX with the 4 discs, of course. And yep, great game, Final Fantasy 9. Some more Blu-rays and DVDs, I think, and some PS2 games. We got, excuse me, Stephen King's It, the reboot, or remake, I guess. I didn't think that they would be able to top the miniseries with Tim Curry, but they done it. This is such a good film, and they dropped the trailer for Chapter 2 last night, yesterday, maybe this morning. No, it's yesterday. They dropped the trailer for it yesterday because San Diego Comic Con's going on right now, and oh my god, does it look fucking great! It's got such a good cast. James McAvoy's in it. It's going to be great, and I cannot wait to watch it in September this year. I think it's this year. Oh, I might have to go to cinema to watch it this year. But anyway, yeah, this film is so good, such a good remake, and I cannot wait for Chapter 2 to come out. Next up, we've got Game of Thrones, which is a bit of a touchy subject right now after the abysmal ending of the latest season. But I got this earlier in February, I believe it was, and that's season 7, which came with this weird Blu-ray. Let me just unstick it from the glue. Game of Thrones Conquest and Rebellion, an animated history of the Seven Kingdoms. And I didn't even know it was going to come with this. This wasn't even listed on what came with this box set. But, I mean, it's still cool as an add-on. And I haven't watched it exactly yet because I've been kind of buzzed out from Game of Thrones after that last season was a bit shit. But this season's good. See, and on the rest of the seasons before 8 was good. I mean, the first 2 episodes of season 8 is good, and then it just goes downhill from there. And the last episode is just a bit pants, to be fair. But that's just my opinion. Some of you may have liked the ending of Game of Thrones. I mean, I don't know. Let me know. We've got a couple of PS2 games now, more Final Fantasy games, of course. We've got Final Fantasy X, which I've not played a hell of a lot of, to be fair. I only bought this really to add to the Final Fantasy collection. I will play it. I mean, it's better than 12, which I have in the pile. But I mean, playing 12, I haven't played 12 since like it first came out, and I was young and impatient, and I just didn't want to get into the mechanics and everything of it. It was different. It wasn't turn-based anymore. So, you know, kind of like, too different to me, but I'll give it another go, and maybe I might even like it this time, so you never know. Final Fantasy X Part 2, lots of people don't like this game. I don't mind it as much. I mean, again, not really played a whole lot of it, so because I wouldn't play a whole lot of this because I hadn't finished 10, so I'd be out of the loop of the story. But yeah, Final Fantasy X Part 2. Final Fantasy X Part 1 was £2.50, and it's complete with a DVD of like behind the scenes, which I didn't even know was a thing as well, which is also cool. So it contains bonus DVD featuring interviews, trailers, an exclusive Final Fantasy X art gallery, and more. So, you know, pretty cool. Didn't know it come with that. And then 10 Part 2 was £1.50, again from CEX, and that's complete as well. And then we've got the Final Fantasy game, which I didn't really like as a kid, but you know, £2 as well. And it's complete. No, it's not. It doesn't come with the book, sadly, but it comes with all the other crap that comes with it. Like I said, I might actually like it this time. I mean, like I said, I was young, so we'll see. And then we've got a big ass box set, and the other one's down there. I just forgot to get it, so I'll just mention it. We've got South Park season 6 to 10, and then down there we've got 11 to 15 because I absolutely love South Park. I've been watching South Park since probably I was too young to watch it, to be fair, but what are you going to do? I've got seasons 1 to 5 up there and in singular boxes, and then I thought, you know what, I need to catch up on my South Park because I've watched the odd repeat episodes on Comedy Central, but I've never actually apart from those 5 seasons, I've never actually sat down and just watched the whole thing throughout. It's like odd episodes. I mean, there's still tons of episodes in these seasons that I've never even seen before, so yeah, pick these up. I mean, come on, South Park is fucking hilarious. You can't really go wrong with South Park. And now we've got some big boxes, but before I get to the big boxes, I'll just show you this that I bought. It's an Xbox One control to go with my new Xbox One. It's doesn't say it's blue, obviously, but usually they have names for these. Like PlayStation has like crystal silver or some shit like that. This is just a blue controller. I keep it in. It's very purple on here, but it's definitely blue. Keep it in a box because just right now it's just really nice. And I bought this secondhand from a shop near mine called Captain Cash for I think it was 32, maybe £35. And considering this is second hand, the control still feels like perfectly brand new. I mean, the analog still has that finish on it, and the grip on it you can still feel, and it's just great. £35. Now onto the big systems. I got these just before New Year's, but I'm going to count them anyway because they're so cool. And I guess I got one or two after New Year's, I think it was. It counts, come on. We've got the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Nintendo Classic Mini System. Now, I didn't grow up with an NES because obviously it was just before my time by like a decade. But I do actually have an NES. It's just getting fixed right now because for the last, I think, decade, my brother-in-law has had it, and he's supposed to fix it, but it's fine, doesn't matter. But I do have an NES with a bunch of games. But this is cool because it comes with 30 games, a lot of them which I've never played before. And if you're naughty, you can hack the system and put any game you want, which I've done. Everyone's done it. Come on, everyone's done it. But yeah, the only problem. This is great. The only problem is that the wire for the controller is just too short. I have to set it. My TV's all the way at the back over there, so I need to set it on my shelf here and then bring the controller over here. But even then, it's too short for that. That was, I think, 60. I want to say £60. I think it was. I bought it brand new from Game. I think it was £60, and then I think a few days, I think, after that, maybe a week after that, I sold my Xbox, which is the same Xbox that I bought back now because of E3, bastard E3, making me spend more money. Excuse me, but I sold the Xbox then and used the money to get the Super Nintendo Classic. And again, I've hacked it, put loads of games on it, but the lineup of games is really, really, really solid. And you can't go wrong with Super Nintendo. 2 controllers this time instead of 1. Me and my sister grew up on Super Nintendo, so we're always playing games like Tetris and stuff on it. It's great. And last for the classics until September when Mega Drive Classic comes out, and I'm hoping to get that. But we have PlayStation Classic Mini, which, like everyone says, it's disappointing, to be fair. A lot of the games on here are slower than the American copies, but obviously, growing up in the UK, I'm used to the PAL versions of the game, so it's fine. But the only reason why I bought this again is because you can hack it. You can make the ROMs in there, the faster versions, and if you use a USB stick, you can just put whatever games you want on there, and I've done that. It's like over 100 games that are just 20, and let's face it, the lineup that they put on this PlayStation was really weak compared to other games. I mean, it could be licensing issues and stuff like that, but it's still, you'd think it would be better than that. And last but not least, the biggest box of the bunch. Let me just bring it over. God, over there for now. We've got the Fallout Pip-Boy edition, which I've wanted since the launch of Fallout 4, whenever that was, however many years ago. I want to say 2015. It could have even been 2014. I can't remember. Unfortunately, the outer packaging here is a bit broken. But yeah, we open this bad boy up here. Let's use this as a lunchbox. And there it is. I won't get it out, but you've got the Pip-Boy there. Dang it. The Pip-Boy there, which goes on your arm. It's so dark, this stupid lighting is shite. Yeah. Unfortunately, you need a smaller phone, like an iPhone 5 or 6 to fit in here. I've got an 8, so it won't fit. So I figured, hey, it'd be good for cosplay if I get myself a Vault Dweller outfit and put that on, because it's still got like a screen on it. It's not a screen, it's like a plastic screen, but it looks like there's a screen in there. And you know, go to a Comic-Con as a Vault Dweller, that'd be pretty cool. And it even come with a steelbook. That's what sold it for me. It's complete. Got it secondhand. The best thing about this is saw it on the shelf and they wanted £80 for it, and I was willing to pay that much for it because I wanted the Pip Boy edition for ages. But when I asked for it and they brought it down and scanned it, they had knocked it down to 45, which is even better. So that was a win right there. So there you have it. That is my pickups for January to July of 2019. I'm gonna make these videos now not monthly because a lot of the time I don't get a lot of stuff in the 1 month, so I may make them 3 months, maybe do it half a year time, maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what I get, and if I've got a sturdy amount of stuff to show off in these videos, then I'll do one. If not, then you just wait until I have got some stuff and then do it. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe if you are new and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of any new videos and live streams or anything else that I've got planned. If I've got anything planned, I mean, if you go by my old videos, you know that my promises for videos and stuff are a bit weak, considering some of you, if you've been following me since 2010, are still waiting for gameplay reviews. I mean, live streams kind of counts, but you know, like Sonic 4 Episode 1 never happened, and that was 2009 when I said that was going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more pickup videos. There'll definitely be more live streams in future. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.